And the law allows us to play those videos. You know that documents don't lie. Human being can lie, but documents cannot.
A lot of people are anxious and wondering if P2B's legal team will ever be able to prove their case in court. How are they going to go about it? There's an overwhelming evidence, but in court, you will still need to prove it. Convince the judges. See, look at this. The judges are Nigerians. They watch the news. They saw everything that happened. But you still need to prove it to them and convince them that, yes, there was massive rigging in many places. And some are also wondering why P2B is contesting the results even in places where he won in a landslide. Remember that P2B said that he must recover all votes lawfully cast for him, that even if it is one vote that someone cast for him somewhere, that he will strive to recover it using the courts, because that one vote represents hope. It represents a lot of things. It represents the confidence that people have in him, and when he recovers his mandate, he will make sure he does not betray the trust. There are also other places that P2B is contesting the results, not that he won in those places, but to make sure that rigged results don't stand, because from rigged results, they use it to inflate their numbers. Let's look at Kogi State. The Labour Party legal team tendered INEC certified true copies to the court, which were subsequently admitted in evidence by the court. When you look at the kind of rigging that went on in Kogi State, because Kogi might not be highly populated or economically vibrant like other states, many people seem to overlook all these minor states. But many of these states, there were massive rigging that were perpetrated by the APC, including the PDP. When you look at the accreditation numbers as announced by INEC, it is a far cry from the accreditation that was done by Beavers. Let's look at the numbers. Total registered voters in Kogi State stands at about 1.9 million, and total accreditation by INEC about 484,884. Now, where the magic happened, the total accreditation done by Beavers machine is 419,184. So there's quite a lot of difference from what INEC announced compared to what Beavers captured on election day. This was exactly why people were shouting that day at the National Collation Center that they should consult the IREV, consult all the information before accepting these results. But in his obstinacy, the INEC chairman refused to do the correct thing and make sure that the results were correctly announced. They couldn't verify that there was a serious overvoting to the tune of 65,000 in Kogi State alone. And when you look at that results now, the APC had 240,000, PDP about 145,000, and LP 56,000. Digging deeper to know what exactly happened in Kogi State during the presidential election, to find out how they were able to manufacture and have overvoting to the tune of 65,000. There are 3 local government areas that have higher than national average of turnout. The national average during the presidential election was about 20%. But in Adavi, local government area of Kogi State, they recorded 74%. Ajokuta recorded 85% turnout. Amba, 65%. There's another local government that makes it the 4th one. Basa local government area recorded 36. The other local government areas can be said to be in tune with what was recorded across the country. But 85% turnout in Ajokuta and 74% in Adavi, that is outrageous. So it's obvious where they manufactured these figures, where they wrote these results to have over 65,000. This is just one state, so imagine what the judges will see in other states. So it's not just about proving that you won the election by showing only your numbers. It's about proving that the person that was declared winner didn't actually score those votes, that he didn't score the most lawful votes, because you can't add numbers and say, these are votes. No, it doesn't work that way.
This is what INEC said. INEC said that you are to upload direct. So why you guys not uploading?
So in all this, people will look at all this and say, hey, let it go. It has happened. Let it go. Just forget about it. Try next time. That is why we are too lawless in Nigeria. Because people still don't understand the concept of justice. How can someone do something wrong and you say, leave it, let it go? That's not how to build a nation. An ordinary pickpocket can pick someone's pocket and people will say, let the person go, he's hungry. Next time, the person will commit a bigger crime and you still say what that next time? You must have a way to correct people when they do the wrong thing, either through a penal system or maybe a form of rehabilitation. The people must understand that there is a consequence for wrongdoing. If you don't have that in a society, society can never progress. That's why in Western countries, they try to solve all crimes. Immediately a crime is committed, they swing into investigation and make arrests. From making arrests, they take the person to court. Within a 6-month period, they must deliver judgment. Unlike in our situation, where some cases go up to 3 years, 5 years. Yes, over the years, all executive office holders have always been sworn into office while they have cases pending at the courts. The fact that we have been doing that in Nigeria doesn't actually make it right, because it's actually a motivation for a politician to go and do the wrong thing, to go and steal the election. He knows that, hey, definitely I'll be sworn in, I'll have some time to do something, to corner some resources or, do whatever they like. And after the whole court process, the person will still be removed from office if the person didn't really win the election. But is it the right thing to do? It's akin to allowing someone that stole something enjoy and benefit from what he stole before eventually bringing him to justice. And this kind of justice doesn't even mean that he will serve any time. The justice is only to remove him from the office. They are not exactly the same thing, and people that are benefiting from such system will never change it because it favors them. It's only people that understand that this is not the way to do things that will change it. Another thing that people need to understand is that nation building is a collective effort. You do not push the responsibility to the opposition alone, or feel that whenever people oppose what is going on, that they don't love the country. It's actually the love of the country that motivates them. It's actually the patriotism that is making people to question what is going on, to say, no, we can do better. Let's do it this way. Let's emulate others that have done it before. That's how many countries developed. Look at China today. They emulated the West. Even America emulated Europe. So that is how it is done. You emulate others. You do all the good things. Remove all the wrong ones. Model your country in a way that it will be better for your people. People don't have any reason to suffer in Nigeria in the midst of plenty. So nation building means that we collectively work for a better country. We agree that this is the path to progress. We all work towards it. And once the country is progressing, more people will be pulled out of poverty so that they can depend on themselves. They don't need to depend on one big man, one politician, who will order them around and say, do this, do that, do that. So the more people are independent, they earn a good living, they can get a home mortgage, they can buy a car on hire purchase, they can do all sorts of things without depending on anybody to earn a living. They won't have time to do praise singing for any politician because they have their own jobs. They are able to solve their problems with the money they earn. This is the major problem. This is why the country is not working. Salaries can't take anyone home. Look at the price of fuel. Look at the price of diesel. The cost of living just doubled more than 200% the past few days. Anyway, tomorrow is another adjournment at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. As usual, we'll be bringing you the full transcript of the proceedings. Thanks for watching.